Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now someone wanted me to do this eye look for what I created on my Estee Lauder makeup, the really nice makeup, and I recreated Casey Holmes' wedding makeup part 2. So if you want to see the original, please go to Casey's channel. I'll leave that in the description below. But this is just what I recreated from that, and so yeah, let's get to it. So I bring you a bit closer so you can actually see what I'm doing with my eyes and everything. But first of all, you will need some Scotch tape. Now you can use any Scotch tape you like. I got mine from Sainsbury's. But first of all, you need to prime your eyelids. So what I'm going to do is prime my eyelids. Use any primer. I prime my eyelids so it will look flawless, and the one I'm using is the one by I Love Makeup. Don't really like it that much, but it's the only primer I've got. So I'm just going to put that all over my lids. And the reason I don't like this one is because it's very oily and I don't like it. It does the job. This would work on someone who has really like dry eyelids. I know it's thingy, but someone who doesn't have so much oil on their lids like me. So first of all, you need to take a flat eyeshadow brush, any eyeshadow brush you do. Make sure you're going to set your eye makeup. I'm going to use a Shaaanxo Palette. I'm going to use this colour right here. Right there, just to set the eye. So just put that all over your eyelid. Just shove it everywhere basically. So once you've done that, then you're going to take your Scotch tape and break some of it off. Now what you need to do is put some of this on the back of your hand and peel it off so it won't be as harsh under your eyelids, because the Scotch tape is really like, you know, va-va-voom. So what you're going to do is put that under your eye. So you kind of get something like that. Now I'm going to take the other one. Sorry about the lighting. I am working with natural light and it is basically not very good here. We have cloudy stuff we do. So the lighting's off. Sorry about that. So make sure they're actually equal as possible. First, then you need to go, I got a Morphe palette. If you don't have to use a Morphe palette, you don't have to use Shaaanxo. So any colours that you have got that is similar to this colour, it would be good. Then I take the Morphe palette and I take this colour right here, I'm going to mix it with a little bit of this colour down here. So I'm going to mix these two colours, this one and this one, and mix it and then put that into my crease. I'm going to mix two of them. Tap off the excess. Just make sure you tap off the excess because the Morphe palettes are pigmented. And then we're just going to work this into the crease. And then what you need to do, just get a blender brush and blend it. A lot of blending is required in this, so just take your time and just blend. Just take your time with this look and just blend. So you get a nice seamless look. You just need to take your time with it because otherwise it's not going to look, it's just going to look harsh, it is, if you don't blend it. So I'm not going right into the crease, I'm just going above the crease. So once you've got the consistency of what I've got, it's just the two colours mixed together. And then what you're going to do is take a brush, sort of about like this. If you don't have a brush, use your eyeshadow brush. You can actually use an eyeshadow brush to pack on the brown, so I'll show you. So what I'm going to do next is going to take another palette. I'm going to use the colour, I'm going to use a mixture of this dark brown plus a medium brown. So I'm going to take a mixture of this dark brown right here, this dark brown, and this light brown. Just take a mixture of the two, tap off the excess. Now with Makeup Revolution products, they are very powdery, just tap off the excess. But you have to kind of take your time with it as well. So you get a brush like this, and they're not very pigmented as well. So as you can see, so this is why I choose this kind of brush. And then take this into your crease as well. And take the brown. And take that brown into your crease. The reason why you want to take the brown into your crease is because it's going to darken up so slightly. I'm going to take a fluffy brush just to blend it out. So once you've kind of got that going, as you can see, it's nice and brown in there. Do the same to the other side. So once you've kind of got that look going on for you, so make sure you hit this brown to the middle of the eye. So make sure you blend it to the middle of the eye, because you're going to, in this bit, don't put it all over the eye, just put it half the way, like in the middle of your eye, because you're going to go in with the black. You're going to go in with black next to darken it up. See, there's a black in here, but I don't really like that black because it's not very good. I do like the black in here, but it's not very pigmented, so I use the darker brown, which is right here. I do go in with the Morphe black just to darken it up, so I just do a little bit just to basically darken it up first. So I'm just going to take a little bit. You see that is pigmented, and go a little bit in there, so as you can see it's just a little bit. Then I'm going to take the black from this palette and just press it on. Then what you need to do is you're going to get a brush and you're going to blend it out. Don't blend the colour all out, otherwise you'll lose the black. And then what I do is I take some of the brown, make sure it's blended. So you got the darkness right there. So it is a very, this is very like a darky smoky eye. It's just like very, but you still have the brown there in the middle. So it kind of fades. So the black, so the brown kind of fades into the black. And that's what I actually love, where the black kind of fades into. Don't worry if you get some black on the bottom of your lash line. Just don't worry about that, because you are going to clean that up. And that is basically what you do. Just make it very nice and smoky on the outside. And then with the colour that I'm going to use the Morphe palette again. Use any colour that you can. I'm going to use this colour right here in the inner. And that will open up your eye so much. And it'll just be nice and open. If you don't, and then you take that into there. And you kind of get that look. Then you need to get a blender brush. And blend. Take a little bit of that brown shade. And blend it so it goes nice and seamlessly, and it blends all together as well. You need to make sure everything blends really nicely. So there we go. So that is the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner to do the flick. That's what I love about this. It's very dark, but I love the flick. So do the flick as any way you want. It doesn't matter. Is peel off the sticker and you get this nice thing. Don't worry about the sharpness up there. Don't worry about that. And then peel off the other one, and then that's your eye look. So that is the eye look that I've got on Casey Holmes. Recreated. What I do is just I make sure all the colours are blended, so I go over here and just blend that. But once your makeup, so this might look, you might thinking, I don't kind of like this makeup look, but don't worry, it does all come together when the lashes are on and when your foundation's on. So I'm going to do my whole face, then I'll be right back with you. So I've come back and I've done the rest of my makeup, so I'm going to zoom you in closer to show you what I've done to my actual eyes. So as you can see, these are my eyes. As I told you, the lashes really, these lashes are by Isla Luxe, and they're the gilded ones. I got these in Superdrug. If you don't like these lashes, you can use any of the lashes if you want to. Doesn't really matter what type of eyelashes you have, as long as you like the lashes. So what I've done on the bottom, on the underneath of my lash line, is I took a small pencil brush, and you even use it with your eyeshadow brush. And what I did is I took the brown colour first of all, the dark brown colour from the Makeup Revolution, any dark brown colour you have, and then I put it under the lower lash line. And then what I did to smoke it out is I got some of the red that we use for the transition shade, the brownie red, put it on and smoke that out even more so it blends all nicely together. Then what I did for the inner corner is I took the same eyeshadow that we took to do our lid and put that in the inner corner so it all kind of blends in together. So I'm going to show you. But I actually do like it. I love this makeup look. I love my foundation I used was my Estee Lauder. The blush I used was a nice rosy blush, and the contour I just use a contour. The highlight is from Smashbox, and it's one that Casey Holmes collab with them. It's the gold palette. I need to get the pearl palette. And the lips are just the MAC Velvet Teddy. You can put in a lip. I think a nice nudie peach would go really well with this, but I don't have colour. So guys, if you do like the makeup that I have done for you today and recreated the Casey Holmes Wooden Part 2 that she did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye!